Hi there and welcome to Lady Luna Gaming. I'm Lady Luna, and today we have the third episode of Phoenix, Wright, Ace Attorney. So where we left off last time, right now we're in the middle of Chapter 2, about to start the trial. At the beginning of Chapter 2, Mia was found murdered. Maya, her sister, is being put on the stand for it, and we have to, get her off the hook and reveal the real killer. So the first thing I'm going to do is probably just go over the truth bullets, or the evidence, give me kind of an idea of like the things that we found, a little refresher since it's been a minute.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fay.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant.
Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. And we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then.
If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court.
Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence.
They're still calling it a statue? Floor plans! Alright. Now, Detective.
Yes, sir.
You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why?
Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence.
Alright, our first witness testimony. Did I forget to go over the freaking... okay, well, I can look at the evidence anytime, right? So, let's take a moment to go over that. Attorney's badge, I don't think I'm ever going to need that. Mia's autopsy report, time of death, 9 p.m., single blunt force trauma, death was instantaneous, thank goodness. Maya's cell phone holds a conversation between the chief and Maya. Ooh, okay, we need to listen to that. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on for me. Again? What is it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like a statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Oh, I should probably tell you, the clock isn't working right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? I'll leave that one up to your imagination. See you tonight at 9. Okay, that's that. And so we actually saw that conversation. That was also at the beginning of Chapter 2. I was really hoping that it might provide some more context, or that it would, maybe get just a little shred of conversation that was different, but whatever, we have it on record, so we'll probably end up using it. The glass light stand, I have no fucking idea how that fits in. Maybe it's like signs of a struggle, something like that. The thinker statue, the murder weapon. Ooh, the wiretap found in Miss April May's hotel room. I also have no theories about that. I don't know how that's involved, but I feel like, we're probably going to be bringing it up during Miss May's testimony, so I probably don't have to worry about that right this moment. A department store receipt with the letters Maya written in blood on the back. See, I don't see why Mia would do that, and it almost makes me think that perhaps it was left by the killer as a red herring, to basically like, oh, it's written in the victim's own blood, and so of course they're going to assume that Mia wrote the name of her murderer. But I think that was probably just planted there. Floor plans. Oh, and I can look more into this too. Okay. Yeah, I remember this. That looks about right. Okay. So the floor lamp was broken in some sort of struggle.
As soon as the folk all came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fay at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Bruh, me neither. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. All right, let's give this a try.
Something the matter?
No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. All right. As soon as the phone call came in, he rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. Okay, that's true. I've got no questions about that. I am curious. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay. Maybe that? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fay at the very moment of the murder. Ooh, I don't know. Maybe we can bring something about the 9 o'clock in there. Let's try. Well, no, wait. So they told me that I'm not supposed to present evidence. Oh, okay. I just noticed the press button at the bottom. Let's give that a try. Hold on, just 1 second.
Yeah.
If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct?
Huh? Did I say that? Me?
I heard you say it.
You did say it.
You said it. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence?
What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal.
She is. She has pink hair.
Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective?
I guess pressing can have its advantages.
Yes. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir.
Oh, God, what does he have to say now?
There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again.
Again. Hard evidence.
After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was indeed the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name.
So kind of going back to my idea that the killer did it, they probably could have just manipulated her hand into writing it.
How do you like that? That's my hard evidence.
Give me that hard evidence, Detective Gumshoe.
Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor, why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination.
Okay, so I guess let's just listen to it again. After securing the suspect, examined the scene of the crime, found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab tests showed that the blood was indeed the victim's, and there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. I don't know, maybe I can actually pull it out? Maybe that'll do something? Let's pull it out. Let's see. Let's look more into this note. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor.
How exactly are that and the statement just now related?
They aren't, are they? Ah, fuck! Oh, I fucked up. Okay.
Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations.
I don't think that won me any points with the judge. Well, fuck. Maya was written clearly in blood. I don't know, should I maybe, like, press him on something? Lab test results showed the blood was the victim's. I don't know, maybe I can press that? What kind of tests were these again?
What kind? Well, I hear they take the, little bits in the blood and the, hermoglobin. I refuse to testify on this matter, pal. I'm no expert on blood tests. Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir.
Detective Gumshoe,
Yeah?
I look forward to your next evaluation, as you should.
Oh.
That was a mess.
Right, where was I? Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger.
Was there? Maybe I could pull up the autopsy? Death was instantaneous. Oh, so she couldn't have written it. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey? That's really what you're saying?
What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have?
You have it backwards, Detective.
But backwards?
The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. So yeah, there would be no blood. Before she died, there would be no blood for her to write. And after there was blood, she was already dead. But no butting your way out of this one, Detective.
Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have the time to write anything down.
Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day of the murder, the day after the murder. Let's see. I guess it was the day after, right? Had to have been. It was the day after the murder.
The prosecution's point being?
That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Oh, well shit, that kind of puts a pin in that, doesn't it? Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have the time to write Maya. And that is all.
I see.
Nope, wrong voice.
I see.
Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say?
You're a sham.
The detective's a sham. I'm a sham. You know what? You're a sham. Fuck you, bro. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report?
Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution.
No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court.
Understood. The court accepts this evidence.
Autopsy report updated. All right. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer.
I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes.
Damn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Alright, maybe we'll get to pick apart Miss May's statements next.
Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand.
Exactly what part of her is innocent? Okay, let's see what she's got to say. Witness, your name, please?
April May, at your service. Wink.
Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
This isn't good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. And a few of the ladies, I bet. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred?
Gee, I was like in my hotel room. Tee. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices?
That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what you saw.
All right, new testimony.
It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was that mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then and the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy.
Oh, I saw that little jiggle there. That was for the boys back home. Well, Your Honor?
I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any...
Wait, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Wright?
Don't I get the right to cross-examine her? What about my cross-examination?
I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you?
Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you?
Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness?
Yes, absolutely. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but we'll figure it out as we go along, right? I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness.
Very well, you may begin your cross-examination.
Let's see. Okay. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl. I want to know how or why she thinks that. How do you know she was the defendant?
Huh? Well, she had girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. Now, I'm gonna keep pressing it. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks.
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you saw nothing or you're lying. I think she did see something, but she's lying for some reason. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant?
Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody should tell me because I'm clueless. About this, I mean.
Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Oh, she doesn't like that. Oh, I saw the little eye twitch. Ah! Hilarious. We got her on the ropes. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. It's true. If she was able to see physique, she would have also seen at least some remnant of the clothes or the hair.
But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder.
She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
Rawr! What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl. I promise. Ding.
Your testimony again, if you would.
Damn, I almost had her. Okay. I did see... Oh, okay, we got something new here.
I did see everything. I did. The the woman dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock, the kind of statue-y clock, the thinker, I think.
Bruh, that was not brought up yet. Can I immediately question that? Let's see, tab. Because I want to know how she knows that that's a clock. Okay, so I can't present right now. All right, looks like I'll have to wait till we come back around to that.
Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Teehee.
I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination.
All right. So that does make me wonder, do I probe or do I present the clock as evidence? I think we'll just talk it out. I did see everything I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack, ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. There we go. How do you know it was a clock, bitch? A clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently?
Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all.
No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now.
That clock, the kind of statue-y clock, the thinker, I think.
Maybe I do present it as evidence? Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Ooh, did I do something good?
Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, Mr. Naughty Lawyer?
You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock, and yeah, we know that it's only been introduced as a statue so far within the trial. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. And we also know that the clockwork was taken out, though it is functionable as like it's supposed to be a clock. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. And he was found guilty of murder.
Order!
Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns.
Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright.
Oh God, we're going back and forth. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, once. Yeah, one guy. What's it gonna say?
Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness.
All right. That was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would have been over.
Huh? What? So, what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's... because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time.
Okay, yep. Okay, I think I'm on the right track here. See, you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co.
No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room.
The law offices of Fay & Co, where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock.
Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied?
Nope. No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have heard it, it couldn't have rung. That's the one, it could not have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork.
How could you possibly?
Just take a look right now.
Oh,
See anything interesting, Your Honor?
it is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty.
Right, and Mr. Smoothpants is probably going to come in like, oh, but how do you know it was empty at the time of the murder?
Mr. Wright, would you care to explain the court the meaning of this?
It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat, fucking liar.
Fat?
Well, Miss May? Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there's no contradiction. Okay, and that's on the recorded message on Maya's phone. Okay, cool. I know where I'm going with this.
That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it.
And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed?
You bet your ass I can, bitches. Impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed was... Take that! Yeah. Take a look at this.
That's a very cute cell phone.
Ooh, you have a girly phone.
Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder.
Order!
Ooh, that face. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it? A good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear that conversation.
So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then?
If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now.
Huh? It's not working? That's lame.
I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Okay. So she had been called in the morning. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear that the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What star was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Ding.
So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense.
No, because it's not sold in stores. Yes, I do. I object. Fuck that. The witness claims she has seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to the court.
Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before.
Okay. Made by Larry Butts. I'm just gonna put it back in their faces. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody.
Impossible! Everything's sold in stores.
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Ooh, Phoenix, coming in with the burns. Oh, excuses not on sale today. Oh, woo! We are just clapping back. Oh my God! Did her boobs get bigger, or were they just, like, shaking with anger?
What's it to you, you porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die!
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Oh, silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Ding.
Scary.
Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior?
Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... had she heard about it or held it? Well, there was the wiretap, right? So maybe that means that she was listening, like the wiretap was connected to the office, and so she was like listening about shit? Let's try that. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock.
She heard?
That's correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof.
Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock.
Alright, going right for the wiretap. Have a look at this.
Ooh, that?
I found this in Miss May's room.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is.
Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fay's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant.
I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap.
This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... Okay, yeah, we have the recorded info, right? Oh, I think I just clicked the wrong button. There we go. I present the defendant's cell phone.
Yes, we've seen that.
Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim.
Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while.
Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me.
Again? What's it this time?
It's a clock. It's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Ooh. Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer.
Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May.
Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that, you lawyer?
Okay.
It's no fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it?
That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Hopefully they'll see through her crying here. Now to deal the final blow. You did, didn't you? Why the wiretap?
I didn't do it.
Ooh, I want to know why the wiretap. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question.
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippy-tapping irrelevant?
She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant.
While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone?
Ha! I'd like to see her pull that one off.
Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
Damn, she's good.
Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course, I can and will.
You can't be serious. No way.
Way, I say, way. Oh, I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 o'clock at night? Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you just have regular cold coffee.
Iced coffee. Why are we talking so much about this?
Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Ding.
Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder.
So, where does that leave us?
It's my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that's a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fay, commit murder. No, they're going to just let her walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow.
Well, does the defense have anything to say?
Well, come on, think of something. Oh, yes, this is what I want to do. I wanted to call the bellboy. I want to talk to the bellboy. Come on, let's see. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think you've sunk in quite low enough already.
I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. What? I better find something suspicious quick. Otherwise, Maya's gonna be guilty on the spot. Oh shit, okay. I guess right now my theory is that the bellboy did it. I don't know why, but maybe we'll come along to that. Alright, let's put it all on the line. I've got nothing to lose, except for, you know, everything. Understood. I accept your condition.
Fool. You fell right into my trap.
Uh-oh. I didn't see that trap card face down on his side.
Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand.
I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy.
Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That he said looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony.
Very good, sir. Miss May's room service. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself.
I see. The defense may begin the cross-examination.
Right. I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. Oh my god, my brain is stumped. Alright, again, let's just take it one at a time. Miss May's room service. Head bellboy at the Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I received a call after 8 from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. This bellboy wouldn't have any reason to lie. But I have to find something to use in his testimony. One more time. I'll press him until he spills the beans. Or his tea. The coffee. No, see, that would have been a good coffee beans joke. Oh, shit. So, he's been here a while. So, I'm thinking this is going to have something to do with the ice in the coffee. I received a call. And it would just be normal room water, right? I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. You know what? Let's just press in. Let's see if he has anything else to say there. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone?
Absolutely, sir.
How can you be so certain?
I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and I...
Ooh, I think we got him to slip up.
By being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes, what then?
She asked for a nice coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. Brought it to her at precisely the requested time. Did you? Did you really? Precisely 9 then? Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir. 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Ooh, so maybe she knew shit was gonna go down ahead of time?
Oh, bellboy, teehee, I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9 o'clock. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir.
Why would she be so particular about the time?
I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself.
This bellboy wouldn't have any reason to lie. But I have to find something to use in his testimony. Oh, goodness. Alright, I gotta take a look here. So, iced coffee. Do I bring up the wire tab? Maybe around like the 8 o'clock? Let's try it. I believe I received a call after 8 the evening from our guest, Miss May. Let's try presenting the wire tab again. Maybe that'll do something. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence.
It does? I don't see anything contradictory.
Huh? Really?
Objection overruled.
And I lost health.
Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright.
Whoops, that didn't go so well.
I believe you received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at exactly 9 on the dot, sir.
Maybe now? I, died from a blunt blow by objects. A cell phone, broken shards of glass, floor plans. Let's try the wire tab again. Uh-oh. And... oh god, I fucked it up again. Objection. Okay. That didn't go so well. Okay. Brought it at precisely the requested time, of course. Precisely 9 then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, teehee, I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9 p.m. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9. Why would she be so particular about the time? Let's ask him about who he handed it to. Are you sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with an embrasseur, sir. Embrasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. Oh yeah, she's building her alibi by doing that. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Well, I didn't run out of health, so hopefully not. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here.
It was a bit tedious. A witness may leave the stand.
I can't let this happen, can I? No. Protest. Wait! Please wait.
Yes? Does the defense have something to add?
One last question. Let me ask one last question.
Your Honor, I must object. The charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question, that's all.
Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask about? Check-in, room service, or bed making? Do we need to ask, like, when she checked in? Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. Room service, bed making. Let's try check-in. Tell me about check-in. Tell me about when you checked in, Miss May. Oh, all right. Very well, sir. My first thought was she was a beautiful, beautiful person. She's just my type of girl, so it was a disappointment, really. I see. Excuse me, what exactly was a disappointment? Well, I'm not without charm, sir, but even I'd have little chance with her lover there. Ooh. Okay, that makes sense. There were 2 champagne glasses in the room. That's why I was thinking about the bed baking, because I couldn't remember if there was a thing about the bed having been made, even though there were 2 glasses, so that probably all ties in together here, right? What did he say? What did you say? Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person? Ooh. I object. That was objectionable.
Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question.
Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Oh, yes, quite, indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if it wasn't specifically asked, sir.
Oh! You fool!
I've done it. I've won. Hang on, I'm just gonna save here because I feel like this might be a good stopping place. So I'm gonna go ahead and save. And we'll finish off the trial. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... the man with Miss May. That is the man in question. Yes. The man who checked in with Miss May. Ooh. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that she was with. That bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of this other man from the court. Ooh. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous.
Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect that the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes, yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. Court is adjourned.
All right, I think, are we on the following day or is this later the same day? I don't actually know. Actually, you know what? This is a good place to stop. Save. Because I was thinking that the trial would go on a lot longer with having to, you know, reveal the culprit, you know, to actually get a chance to talk about this man. So there's still a lot of loose ends. And so I thought maybe the trial would go on. It looks like the trial's just going to go on another day. There we go, so that'll do it for today. We've got the first day of the trial wrapped up and under our belts. You know, we're really pissing off Miss May, really pissing off Mr. Edgeworth, and trying to build our cred as a lawyer. I'm still getting the hang of this game and like when it wants me to question things versus presenting evidence, so please bear with me as I get used to all that. I am definitely going to be taking some hits, and I really hope I don't game over at any point. That is going to suck. So I just got to do my best, same as Phoenix, right? All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. I definitely enjoyed playing, and I hope to see you in the next one.